Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 34 of the... Oh, that? It's not like that started at 6 a.m. or anything. Let me move real quick. Yeah, that's much better. So like I was saying, it's day 34 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A 48-state, 4-year ride for addiction recovery awareness. Each day, I pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. And this is state number 34 and a half, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, on the Ride to RAGBRAI 2022. A 4,500-mile loop around the Midwest, Ohio to Erie Trail, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, west to Glacier National Park, south to Yellowstone, and east to RAGBRAI the last week of July. And it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, I actually slept really well last night. One of the few nights on tour that I can remember getting to camp and being like, not doing the video. I am too tired. I cannot do it. And so I crashed as soon as I got here. Woke up later, but I slept. I ended up making my chili mac meal, and so that kind of kept me warm. And this morning when I was packing up to leave, the bulldozer guys were there, and so like that was at literally 6 a.m. the beep beep and the scraping of concrete. And I was inside the tent. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, ah. So I got up and looked out, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, they got to do their work. But the cool thing is that because I came into Central Time Zone yesterday, their 6 was my 7, right? So I'm still not like acclimated yet. So it was no problem to me at all. I actually ended up feeling like I slept late. I got 50 miles to do today into Ashland, Wisconsin, which is state number 35. Super excited about that, but it is cold. Like, my nose is red, my fingers are red. It is cold. Just barely above freezing, a little bit of a breeze. Nothing like the wind yesterday. So I'm going to get the gloves on, get the lobster claw gloves on, go get breakfast, pedal out, get lunch in Ironwood, pedal out, see the Wisconsin sign, pedal out, and get these 50 miles knocked out. I might not do too much of like the whole talking parts of the video today, just because it's going to be so complicated to get 2 sets of gloves off to open the phone up and do what I need to do. But with all that being said, if I don't do it, I'm not going to get to that hotel and get out of the 27-degree high tomorrow. And so, like, that's paramount. That's number 1 on the list. And to do that, I got to get on the road, and you'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I just rolled into the corner kitchen. I actually went to the gas station first and asked them if there was anywhere open for breakfast, and they recommended here, and it was great. It was only like $10 for a big plate of food. It is snowing now, so I've got that to deal with, and it is gonna be into the wind all the way to Wisconsin, all the way to the end of the day today. But it's much slighter breeze, so I'm hoping that's not going to bother me too badly. And yeah, I'm ready to get to this hotel. I am so ready to get out of this cold weather and take a 0 and just rest. So here goes nothing. All right, so I just stopped in here to the Golden Arches and got myself a burger. It is miserably cold outside. Like, I am shivering. I watched beautiful snow flurries fall while I was in there and talked to Eben Corbiere. We were talking about Glacier National Park, and he was actually watching the Day 32 video when he called. So, good talking to you, Eben. I hope that the glacier plans work, and I'm so glad that we found out that one other thing that we needed to find out about East Glacier. Super thankful that God put that together. Anyway, I can see something down here. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm going to take you guys down here and see if I can point it out to you from there. So, let's go. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Wait, maybe not quite that one, but that one. That's the one I was looking for. Wisconsin, state number 35. Let's go. Oh my goodness. This is like, there's 13 left now, y'all. 13 states left. And this thing's over with. Unreal. Thank you so much, everybody. Every single one of you, whether it's been a bottle of water, anything that have helped Redeeming Eden make it through 35 states, or into the 35th. Hadn't made it through it yet. And it's funny, you know, because when I entered Michigan, it was kind of a wet, cold, rainy, snowy day. When I made the cross to the UP, it was a wet, cold, rainy, snowy day. And now as I leave Michigan, it's a wet, cold, rainy, snowy day. Oh my goodness, Michigan was a trip. It was a lot of fun, but it was a really wet, cold, rainy state. So I'm excited for this one to be a little bit different. I'm headed into Ashland. I'm gonna take my zero there tomorrow, so I will have my official night stayed in Wisconsin to count it. And then it shouldn't be, but maybe, I hope the next day all the way up to Duluth, Minnesota. I don't know if I'll make it that far. I don't know what the winds are gonna do yet or whatever. But I do want to take a break in this state, meet some people, eat some cheese.
Got any cheese?
You know, I had to do that one too. I mean, as much cheese as you guys see me eat, between pizzas and everything else, definitely Urkel-like. But yeah, just can't wait to meet people, take a break, and enjoy Wisconsin, state number 35. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's go. Okay, so both the man in me and the little boy in me, it's just like too stoked about seeing this in construction. Like, I'm sitting here staring at the different pieces and how it all fits together. You know, Lincoln Logs when I was a kid, and then Lincoln Logs are still a thing even with my children. So to see an actual, you know, giant, essentially Lincoln Log construction in the making, I don't think I've ever seen a cooler construction. Skyscrapers don't compare to that right there. That's so neat. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in on this one so that you can see it. That's not a wall. It's actually so steep down right here that it looks like that's going back uphill, but it's very much flat. I'm probably gonna go really fast here and probably get like out into the middle. So I'll put it on regular video and throw the miles per hour up because this one's gonna be fun. Let's go. All right, so I just rolled in here to the BP and spoke with a guy here named Bill Nellis. And while we were chatting, he said he had lost several friends to addiction, and so I'll be riding for them in the next few days after my zero. But he offered me a hot coffee, and I was like, I think it would be better at this point to just make it to the hotel. I said, but thank you so much. Like, I really do appreciate it. So, Bill, thank you so much for that. Any other day I would have taken it, but I'm telling you, it is so cold. I've just got to keep moving. So that's what I'm going to do, and you'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I just ate here at Culver's. Look at the view out here off the water. Like, to have that kind of view at a restaurant is just incredible. But even better than the view, so I came here, and when I was sitting down eating, there was a guy named Bruce who walked up, and he was like, "It's cold out there, isn't it?" I was like, "It's very cold out there." He's like, "We saw you way back in the hilly area." He's like, "You're riding a long way." I said, "I am," and I explained what I was doing. I could see he kind of got a little bit choked up, and he said, I lost my niece and my nephew. And so I'll be riding for them in the next couple of days. And then at the end of the meal, after they ate and we're getting ready to go, he walked over and handed me a $50 bill. And he even said, like, use it for you personally, use it for the ministry. I want you to have this. And so, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. And I believe that they will be days 38 and 39 if I looked that up correctly. So, yeah, now I'm only like 2.8 miles left to go to the hotel room. And it's like a little bit of sleety type rain that's starting to fall. So I want to get out of that quickly, which I'm going to do right about now. Okay, so real quick, that was Allie. She saw me recording the video, asked me what I was doing, and ended up handing me a $20 bill. So this is wild. Culver's was a very good spot to go to here in Ashland. Now I'm going to get on the road, and you'll see more of that right about now. Okay, so I also just realized that my GoPro battery is dead. All four of them. Pushing into the wind today, and the mileage I did didn't end up doing well for the GoPro batteries. But there's a bike path that goes all the way through town, and that's like 8 inches of snow. You can't really see it from here, but it's just gorgeous out here across the water. There's a lighthouse way out here on the point. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I've actually got to get in the highway to get down to the hotel, so I'm just going to book it, and that's the next thing you'll see right about now. D-O-N-E, done. Man, what a day. As soon as I came in, I went straight to the shower. It's hard to not do a shower for 2 or 3 days. Was able to wash and brush my beard. Took everything out that I needed to take out. And I went to sleep. It's actually the next day now. I'm getting ready to go up and take the bike to the bike shop to get the work done on it. And it's been cold and snowy outside all morning, but the day was incredible. It was a great ride. The winds were, so like the maximum gust today, headwind, was essentially the regular, like constant wind speed yesterday. So, you know, it wasn't too bad, but it was a hike. Also, Google said that it was mostly flat. It was definitely not mostly flat. Maybe there toward the end, like the last 10, 15 miles were mostly flat. But the first 40 whatever were definitely not. But so Bill Nellis, that I met at the BP, has actually sent me an email this morning and said that just a little over an hour after I met him there, that he lost his cousin to addiction. So my heart goes out to you, Bill. I'm praying for you. I love you, man. If you need to get in touch with me anytime, feel free to do so. I'm just amazed at the timing that God had there to, within an hour, put me there to be able to talk with you and at least bring some comfort and some victory to what was going to be a really tough situation for you moments later. I'm also super proud of your victory story, so keep up the fight, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll be riding for your people in the coming days. So after that, I ended up rolling into Walmart, and I got some risotto with chicken and fettuccine alfredo with chicken backpackers pantry meals, so that I can make sure I've got plenty of food to eat. And then I rolled into Culver's for dinner and met Bruce and his whole family there, and that was just so cool. What a wonderful experience. And then for the donation, and then to walk outside and have Allie and B was with her, give the other donation. Like, it's almost like the hotel room's almost paid for, but I'm going to keep that cash and use it maybe toward the bike. Brian Kimmel has donated toward the GoatLink adapter. And then also I want to thank Elliot Wayner and crew. I know you guys watch the videos on your carpool car ride. So thank you all so much for your donation. That's helping pay for the room tonight. And Lois Bellamy, thank you so much for following along with the channel since Ohio. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. So that's what's keeping me out of the cold weather outside today. But I will get these things done today. And I'll be back on the road tomorrow, Lord willing. Everything looks good. I am starting to kind of get down to that like end of the funds area, and I'm going to share on Facebook like how to donate through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, because the Facebook fundraiser, while that is a wonderful tool, it just takes so long to come in. And you know, no matter what, God will provide. I like to give you guys the opportunity to help out when the help is needed, and the help is going to be needed soon. So one can certainly spend a lot of money on food feeding. I think I looked at my Garmin, it was like an average of 3,600 calories burned per day. That's crazy. It's a pound of calories a day. Anyway, don't want to keep this too long. I've also got to get out and do the things. I've washed the clothes. Everything's good to go. So yeah, super excited. What a great day. State number 35, Wisconsin. How cool is that? 35 states. God's provision all the way through friends and people like you. So thank you. So, if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Papa link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, anybody in general, share this with them. Thank you so much, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew, every single one of you that is liking every video, commenting on every video, sharing every video, and for all of you who have subscribed to the YouTube channel, thank you so much. The analytics love it. I love it too. I'm super thankful. Thank you. Don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is also in the Papa link. You can go there and find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund, which is a fund I started to help families that lose loved ones to addiction with paying funeral costs. So, with all that being said, from here in State 35, getting ready to go get some bike work done, and maybe my shifting will work for the first time in 6,000 miles on this bike. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.